favorite goddess king, your favorite pirate captain, your favorite reverend healer, your favorite auntie uncle, your favorite hood healer, high priestess, spiritual dominatrix, lady speech in the place to be. And I want to welcome you back to my channel. You could be anywhere in the world. As a matter of fact, you are somewhere in the world, and we're sharing a little bit of time. We're sharing a little bit of space here on this Sunday. You know what time it is. It's Sunday. It's 11:11-ish, and it's time for your Sunday service, soul, food, and spiritual tea session. Hello, D-Flow. Hello, Isabel. Hello, Vibe. Hello, Priestess, Shakti, Therapist. Hello, all you wonderful people. It is good to be back. It is good to be with you on this Sunday, giving out that good medicine. Butter the garage. Cat in the house. Notification squad in the house. Gang, gang. Emma, hello and good morning, my darling. Ashanti Lee, good morning. Dane, tell me, I got caught up on your last name. And there goes my speech impediment. Let me know how to pronounce your last name, Dane. But hello, hello. Lenora, good morning. Void Moth 9. Void Mom 917. I love your name. Good morning, Temperer. Good morning, Lex. Good morning, Misty. Temperer, I love your name. I don't think I tell you that enough. Temperer, I love it. I love it. As a gender fluid person, I love it. Lighthouse Massage. Hello, my darling. Antidote Archive, thank you. Hello and good morning. Thank you so much for coming through as much as you can, my darling. Hello and good morning, Alicia and Nicole Doss. April B. Music, good morning. Philip Gaskins, good morning, my dears. Okay, good morning. Crims, good morning. It's Art with Words. Hello, hello. Yes, bright and early for Sunday service, baby. Yes, yes, yes. Dinah 801, Vamp Kitten, hello and good morning, my dears. Heidi K in the building, good morning. Trisha, good morning. She Bad, good morning. Carlos Gonzalez, good morning. Dane said, Houghton. Okay, great. Thank you. Houghton. I love it. Thank you for letting me know how to pronounce that. My brain and my mouth are like short circuit, short circuit, short circuit, short circuit. So thank you. I appreciate you. Good morning to all you lovely people. It is so good to see all of you in the house. It is so good to be able to give you this good medicine. You know the drill. Let's assume the position. If you are an OG here, if you're not new to this, but you're true to this, you're going to let me know that by what? Putting a what? A purple or a blue heart in the comments, or a butterfly, baby. If you are new to this, you are not true to this, you just got dropped off into this live or into this reading, this video after it was posted, you got sent this, you don't know what's going on, you've only been following me for 1 or 2 videos, you're like, what the hell? Then you put a caterpillar or a green or yellow heart in the comments. All my lovely OGs are already doing what they got to do. They are assuming the position, and that's what I like to see. I'm going to explain what assuming the position means for all you new folks here, okay? And this also gives the OGs and you time to get ready, because this is the Speak and Spank. Speaking of, welcome to the Speak and Spank. Welcome to your Sunday service, soul food, and spiritual tea session with Lady Speech. I'm going to spill the tea so that you can have the spiritual tea, so that you can have an amazing week, darlings. Let me tell you the elements of this reading while you get ready. Now, what does getting ready mean? It means go grab your comfort items and your soft items. Now, I have a very cute dress on under this, but I'm back in my office. I'm back in my altar room, and it's a little cold, honey. So I had to put on my warm and fuzzy. So this is my comfort item and my soft item. So go grab a soft item, go grab a comfort item, go grab your notebooks, and go grab your hydration today. I'm drinking tangerine tea. Hot tea it is. Because it's so cold. It's so cold. So go grab your things, and I'm going to hip the new folks to how we do this over here. So it's a reading, a divination, if you will, some spiritual counsel so that you can start your week off right. First off, there's a few elements to this readings. Now, I'm going to use some tools. I'm psychic. I'm also a healer. And I also am a medium. I don't need these tools to do these things, but I like to use these tools to do these things. So first and foremost, we're going to be working with the Modern Goddess Tarot. Yes, it is. Let me make sure that's the name of this. This is the new one. Yes, this is the Modern Goddess Tarot. I picked this up from Herbs and Arts when I was in Denver, Colorado. Yes, I did. This is a cute deck. I like it so far. Yeah, expect in the next couple of months, you're going to get a tarot review. We're going back to that. I'm going to review some things. So, tarot review. We're using the Modern Goddess Tarot. Okay. We are also going to be working with You Love It, You Know It, the African Goddess Rising Tarot. We are also, excuse me, the Oracle deck. That's an Oracle deck. We're only using one tarot deck today. We are going to be working with the Earth and Bone Oracle deck. Here we go. Now, I have the book because this is a new deck as well. I got this from Herbs and Arts. And these come with affirmations at the end. So I liked that. So I don't have the book with me, but we're going to read the affirmations after these cards are done. Okay. And then an oldie but goodie, You Know What, You Love It, the Angels and Ancestors Oracle deck. So that's what we're going to be working with today. Those are the decks. Now, you already know, I'm already surrounded by at least 10,000, and it grows. It's continuing to grow, honey. I have an army of a spiritual cord behind me, covering me, around me, all over me. At least 20,000 strong at this point. Okay, we're talking ancestors. We're talking Loa. We're talking Orisha. We're talking deities. We're talking angels. We're talking a lot of things. We're talking a lot of things. But when I do these readings, I like to bring my my rock friends. And today, a few of my rock friends are with me. So first and foremost, we've got my Super 7 in the house. Yes, darling. Why is it called Super 7? Because it has at least 7 crystals in it, okay? Hematite, okay? Amethyst, okay? Clear crystal quartz, okay? And then a bunch of other things. I can't even remember everything that this one had, but it's got at least 7 to 8 to 1 billion crystals in it. Super 7. That's what we're rocking with today. I picked up some yellow fluorite from Herbs and Arts. Again, shout out to Denver, Colorado. Yellow fluorite in the building. And because it's just a fluorite type of day, we're rocking with this purple. It's got green too. It's mainly purple. It's got a splash of white as well. But this is fluorite as well. And you didn't think we were done. No, in my pocket. In my pocket. That's like just like my spiritual team, okay? You don't even know. You might be thinking you dealing with a part of my spiritual team over here, but no, out of left field, here comes this one. Anyway, magenta fluorite. Now we're done. Now we're done. Magenta fluorite. I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed. Get you some fluorite. I'm obsessed. All right, so that's that. Now, main character energy. I'd like to introduce you to main character energy. This is Deacon Affirmation Assistant. Assistant Deacon Affirmation Box. To you new folks, you just think this is an affirmation box, right? You're not wrong. This is an affirmation box. It's a box filled with affirmations. It has quotes from songs and poems, and it's also going to have affirmations that you guys have added to this. Okay, I'm going to be working on that this week and next week. Okay, so this is, yes, but do you see the pirate and the, yeah, uh-huh. This is the main character. That I need you to know that the deacon loves us, but also the deacon is about that tough love. Okay, we're in a cult and it's run by the deacon. This affirmation box, I gave birth to this affirmation box, so of course it's out of pocket. Of course it just is aggressive in its positivity. My pronouns are all of them. She, her, they, them, he, king. The deacon's pronouns are fuck around and find out. What are we doing with this box? The new folks are like, I'm scared. Oh, you should be, especially if you're looking at the comments right now. People are saying it's okay to cry. People are yeah, because the deacon is aggressive with its learning and its positivity. The deacon reads the readings and then gives us affirmations based on the readings. So I'm going to pull from this box at random, okay? And we're going to do a call and response thing. I'm going to say the affirmation, then you're going to repeat the information. Simple enough. Simple enough. Yes, simple enough. You're going to find out. We all find out when we come to these readings, when we show up to these here meetings, okay? All right, yo. So that's that. That's that. That's that. That's that. That's that. How y'all doing today? These life is wild. Life is out here lifing, not just in your life, but all over the planet. Okay, I don't think there's any soil right now. I don't think there's any surface on this planet that is not going through some type of turmoil and some type of tribulation. All right. There's a lot going on right now. I need you to remember that just as there is there's a lot of destruction going on all over the world. There's a lot of not good things, and I need to remind you that there is equally good things happening. There is peace, there is love, there is evolution, there is revolution, there is change being sown. Okay, there is beauty being waged, there is art being waged, and we are a part of that. Okay, there is healing being waged on this planet, and that is the purpose of this here reading. All right, we are not checking out, we are not checking out, we are not checking out of what is going on outside of our four walls. We're not checking out of the turmoil that's going on inside of us. What we are checking into right now in this here reading is the healing that we need to face this world, is the healing that we need to face ourselves. Okay, life is lifing right now. So this is a spiritual check-in. Okay, we're gonna show up for ourselves. All right, we're going to show up for ourselves, and by showing up to this reading, you're showing up for yourself. Okay. So I appreciate each and every single one of you. Before we begin, I need you to know that I thank you for your support. I thank you for being here. I thank you for listening to these readings. I thank you for showing up every single week. I thank y'all for sharing these lives, for sharing my videos. I thank you for going through my archive and watching my videos. I thank you just for being patient with me. This last 2 years, most especially, has been a lot of transformation. There's been a lot of tearing down that has happened right in front of your face, and at the same time, a lot of building up. I'm thankful that I've been able to serve my community in the midst of all of that. And I'm thankful for the patience you all have shown. There's even more ways that I've been wanting to and promising to show up for you, and I just couldn't. But I showed up the way I had the energy for. I'm in a new space, and I'm so excited to give you this new energy. I thank you for, again, everything, for showing up for yourselves and for showing up for me and for showing up for each other, okay? There is a lot of tearing down that's happening right now, the world over and internally for a lot of people. This is because you are being rebuilt. It's because new things are on the horizon. It's because it's a new dawn. It's a new day. It's a new life for us, okay? So we're going to be all right. And I've got some medicine for us in the meantime. I hope you have your things to hydrate yourself, be it your water, your tea, be it your coffee, be it your juice, be it your whatever it is. Get the things that you need to hydrate yourself, okay? Get the things that you need to hydrate yourself, okay? Get the things that you need to hydrate yourself. I want you to take care of yourself during this reading. You know what I'm saying? Use the bathroom as you need to. Check in, check out as you need to. Take your notes as you need to. Handle business as you need to. All right. Lastly, but not least, I'm going to go ahead and pass that collection plate. First and foremost, your super chats and your super stickers are always welcome. Also, the Cash App is LadySpeech, the Venmo LadySpeech Sankofa, the PayPal LadySpeech Sankofa at gmail.com. Always feel empowered to show your financial appreciation for this labor. I appreciate the dollar, the 99 cents, the $5, the $30, the $50, the $7.77, the $5.55, the $3.33. I appreciate every single amount that y'all contribute, understanding that this is labor, understanding that this is channeling, understanding that my time, my energy, my magic is valuable. I appreciate the exchange that we have within one another. All right. Y'all ready to get this party started, my darling? Are you ready to get this party started, my darling? Well, Deacon, I see you've chosen poetic violence. You're starting us off strong. I hear you loud and clear. We're going to begin with some affirmations. And this affirmation says, I call the shots in my life. Okay. I think the theme is empowerment. So here we go. Repeat after me. I call the shots in my life. I call the shots in my life. I call the shots in my life. Say it with your chest. I call the shots in my life. 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 Yes, poetic violence, Queenie babies. And look how we're starting. I call the shots in my life. 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 All right, and here we go. We're going to do another one. Repeat after me. I am meant to do great things. 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 Repeat after me and say it with your chest. I am meant to do great things. I am meant to do great things. Now, in the name of making content, in the name of the fact that I'm going to be taking January off, in the name of the fact that, you know, November and December is a really good time to make some money on YouTube, we bringing back Affirmation ASMR. And before I begin, I wanted to make that announcement quite randomly. Guess who got one of the new microphone? Yeah, okay, TikTok made me do it. I got it. We're gonna try it. Psych, I've already tried it. It's wonderful. Affirmation ASMR is coming back. Who remembers that? Who remembers that? The OGs remember that. And I'm gonna say this. That series did not get a lot of views. And I don't care. I'm still gonna do it because I liked it. And the 5 of you who watched it religiously liked it. The rest of you, you didn't support that content. And I'm mad about it. But whatever. I'm doing that for the 7 of you. Okay? And me. So 8. For the 8 of us. Got a new microphone. It's a wireless situation. I'm bringing that back. I'm bringing that back. Just letting you know. And the 8 of us will have a good time with Affirmation ASMR. And I'll make the other content for the rest of us too, because that's important. But the 8 of us, Affirmation ASMR is coming back. All right. I just wanted to say that. I have a little bit of an attitude about that. I think it's great content. Anyway. Into the reading. All right. Are we feeling good? Are we feeling fine? Are we feeling fresh? Are we feeling fabulous? I hope you are. I hope you are, honey. I hope you are. I just need you to know that I am in my hero and villain era. Yeah, it's on, honey. I've got some plans for us. The theme is unhinged, and I have answered the call. It's going to be good. We begin with the modern tarot. On with the reading. Oh, before I do that, let me go ahead and acknowledge because a couple of you have represented. I want to thank you, Kismet Jax, for that super chat. I want to thank you, baby. Thank you, thank you. 3 is an auspicious number, so you started us off on a lovely and lucky note. And I want... Is that Quavanas? 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 Quavanas, Quavanas, Quavanas Antone. Thank you for your super sticker. Thank you for your super chat. You know I really be trying with y'all's names. Sometimes it be a struggle. You can always let me know how to pronounce your names in the comment, please, okay? Thank y'all for your super stickers and your super chat. Okay, I got it right. Sweet. Thank you for your super stickers and your super chat. I appreciate you, baby. All right, into the reading. The Modern Goddess Tarot. We're starting out strong. The Ace of Swords, cutting through all the BS, all of the clarity. You about to see some things. You about to get clear on a lot of things. A lot of you are getting clear politically. Some of you, this is going to be in layers. A lot of you are waking up to what's really going on. Your blind faith in governments is being shattered. Your blind faith in the opposite sex. Your blind faith in yourself. There's a lot of destroying of previous viewpoints that's happening. Okay? There's a lot of cutting going on in the name of your clarity. Okay? In the name of your enlightenment. Okay, that's that sword. That's that ace of sword. Okay, we are being enlightened, but it's through the sword. Okay, it's a violent cutting that's going on. We are being separated from old ideologies. We are forced to see ourselves and others as they really are. And you know what's great about that? That's the perfect space to start some change. That's some perfect space to start some change. A lot of you been seeing some truth about yourself, honey, where you have stood in your own way, where you have been the problem, where you have been a part of the problem. And this is important because the universe is out here trying to work for your highest good, baby. The universe is out here working for your highest good. Kismet said it. Lancing the boil so we can heal. There's a lot of lancing of the boils going on right now. There's a lot of nice pussy things that are being let out. And it stings. And it stings. And it's nasty. And it's necessary. Better out than in, I say. We need to address these wounds that are coming up. Okay? We need to address them because I'm going to tell you this. This is not meant to hurt. It's meant to be a gateway drug to your greatness. It's meant to be a gateway path to your greatness. Do you understand me? It's the sword, but I want you to understand this. The sword is sterile, first and foremost. So you're not going to get an infection. Also, the sword is very, very, very sharp. Okay, so as these boils on a global level, on a personal level, on a macro and micro level, on a national level, on a community level, as they are being lanced open, okay, this tool is sterile and sharp. It's going to get the job done quickly, okay, and seamlessly. It's going to create just a nice opening for things to come out so we can repair it well, okay. This is not a bludgeoning that's happening. Okay, yes, it's sharp and it's quick, okay? And yeah, it's not going to be painless, but it's going to be less painful because of the sharpness, okay? The truth is about to set you free and it's going to piss you off. Welcome. This is the first step in change. Yes, Kismet Jacks, like a scalpel. In the name of your clarity. In the name of your forward movement. In the name of your expansion. In the name of letting the poison out so we can heal. This is necessary. It's necessary. Sometimes the problem has gotten so bad, we got to take care of it from the outside and then go in. There are times when you address it from the inside out, and then there's times it's taken outside of life over, so you got to address it from the outside in. Lots of clarity, okay? Lots of clarity for your highest good. For your highest good, okay? Okay? So you need to be caring for yourself right now. What are we doing in times like this, okay? It's pussy. It's disgusting. You need to be cleaning up the area, okay, that this is happening. That's what you got to do, okay? You need to continue to sterilize the instruments that are being used to, like, work on you, okay? And then you need to give yourself adequate time to heal, okay? All right? All right. It's for your highest good. It's for your highest good. I know it's rough. It's rough, baby. It's rough. Now, here we go. We're still in the Modern Goddess Tarot. We've got the Three of Pentacles, but it is reversed. Let's talk about it. Teamwork makes the dream work, baby. Teamwork makes the dream work. Everybody is being forced. You are going to relearn what it means to be tribe. You're going to relearn what it means to be community. All of us suck at it. We live in societies that isolate us, and this upliftment of the nuclear family was the killing of the village mentality, okay? We come from indigenous cultures where the village, it really is the village, freaking nuclear family. Family looks like all kinds of things. And also the village is a family. We move as a unit, okay? These nuclear families have done nothing but isolate us. We do not know how to be team members no more. We do not know how to be family no more. We do not. We're going to have to rebuild that from scratch because this isolation is about to be the unaliving of everybody, okay? You can't, life ain't out here for you to life by yourself. You need your unit, you need your pack, you need your community. We all need to learn how to be better community. We all need to be better community first and foremost to ourselves. We need to be better community for ourselves. We need to relearn how to be better community for each other. We need to learn how to hold each other accountable. We need to relearn how to do the work. We need to relearn how to stand in our BS. We need to relearn how to love one another. Is reversed because this is something that a lot of us are experiencing a breakdown of, which is good because a lot of us are seeing where we stood. Some parts of our community got rusted. Some things were good, but we discovered in these last couple of years, like these people, the relationships have changed. I'm included in that, honey. I have gotten new eyes on my community. I understand where people are placed now. I understand who is doing what. I understand where some relationships have run their course and where new relationships are. But I understand, but it's time to start rebirthing. It's time to start really rebirthing, and we need because we need to lean in. We're gonna be all right with community. We're gonna be all right with village. You are your brother's keeper. Your brother is your keeper. You are your sister's keeper. Your sister is your keeper. You are your sibling's keeper. Your sibling is your keeper. We're not escaping that. We don't return to that for real, lots of people gonna be lost. Lots of people gonna be lost. We can't do this by ourselves and on our own. We must see each other's reflection in each other. But first off, that really starts with seeing ourselves. That starts with seeing ourselves. We began solitary. This is some internal things going on. In order to get here, in order to repair, we talked about in the first, this Ace of Swords, seeing a lot of clarity. A lot of that was focused on where you is the problem. Eclipse season was a lot about that. Eclipse season. And so if you didn't feel that during eclipse season, guess what? You about to feel it in the shadow and in the aftermath of the eclipse. That means you were experiencing it and you about to feel it in the aftermath of that. This clarity is coming through so that we can be a better teammate, so we can be better team members, okay? We can learn how to support one another. We can learn how to lovingly hold each other accountable. We can learn how to manage our own mess, and then when it gets unbearable, we can learn how to properly distribute it so we are managing each other correctly, okay? When it comes to your goals, your dreams, when it comes to your healing, we need to be able to keep it 100 with people. We need to be able to listen to people, okay? But a lot of you ain't good at listening to other people because you ain't good at listening to yourself. You don't sit down and give yourself space, time to listen to what your needs really are, what your desires really are, what your wants really are. You don't listen to the pain and what it's telling you to do and how it's telling you to heal. How you gonna listen to other people? You ain't listening to yourself. This winter, you gonna work on listening. You're gonna work on listening to yourself and you're gonna work on listening to others. That's your homework. Because we gotta learn to be better for one another. We ain't doing this by ourselves. This last couple of years, this last 3 years, what I thought my community was is no longer. And I had to mourn that. It was good for what it used to be, and I'm glad it was what it was, and it served the purpose that it served. But I also have the opportunity to build a new community, and this doesn't mean that all the old people in my old community are gone. A good amount are. And a fair amount of it is just we've changed, we've grown. Some of us have grown apart, some of us have grown together. There are new people presenting themselves, but the point is, it's time. We can't do this by ourselves. A lot of folks is drowning because we don't know what community and village and family really is. I really like the organicness and this is why I appreciate what goes on in this comment section. And this is also I also don't, what I know what I can do is I can set a spiritual terranium. I know that I'm good at creating spaces. I don't always know I'm not in control of what's going on in that space, but I'm a pretty good, I can set a space and watch things thrive. The way a lot of you guys have learned to take care of each other, the way y'all have learned to take care of yourselves. We all bring our imperfections. There's, as a healer, as someone who understands a lot about a lot, there's sometimes I can see people coming in it with their trauma, and we're showing our weird selves in the comments because it's a safe place to do so. And I have watched a lot of y'all, without saying anything, kind of recognize when we're bringing our weirdness, we're bringing a little, or maybe we a little off. Y'all have lovingly just helped shift someone into a positive or to a healing space without making them feel judgmental, without making them feel uh 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 like they're not welcome here, you know? And then I've watched people in that space be able to self-correct. I've watched them be able to be like, oh, wait, like come to an awareness of being like, oh, wait, maybe I was a little bit too much. Or maybe I gave, or maybe I've watched people self correct in that and I haven't been I'm focused on this. So we have cultivated an environment in a digital space where there is safety, where we can be held accountable. I feel comfortable holding myself accountable. I'm always quick to be like, hey, this is where I'm messing up. This is where I've promised things. Even this last 2 years, I've been really transparent about the fact that I promise a lot, and I really be thinking I've been able to get there. But really, as I have been breaking down, I also didn't understand how deeply I was breaking down. So I was shooting for goals that I did not have the energy to give. And each time I've come back and been like, I'm sorry. And y'all been like, it's cool. We see you. You doing the most anyway. So we have begun this. If you are doubtful of how to do this work, there is a lot of this work that goes down in this community. And it is something that I'm looking to continue to facilitate in these other communities I am setting up digitally and in real life. But it is about community. We cannot do this without one another. We can't. We can't. Um, so it's about listening, okay? But as we saw, it starts with self first, and then we're gonna get to this. And it's upside down because we all need to work on it, including me. And we are all influenced by capitalism and by colonialism, like, which absolutely unseats us from being healthy village members. With that being said, it's lifelong work, and it's about committing ourselves to it so that we can work as a team to rebuild this new world, to rebuild ourselves, and we can, rebuild our new world. Katie Lynn said, my son dropped a bombshell of radical acceptance. I've always thought my skin was problematic because of imperfections. He told me my skin was the most beautiful he'd seen because he loves it. Amazing. Yes, radical self-acceptance. Yes. We have Gloria who said, what I learned this year in this space is that I can't keep promises to others until I can keep the promises I make to myself. Amen to that. Amen to that. Emperor Bree said, I need to do some thankfulness work. I manifested a better living space for me and my children. Amen. Amen. That is beautiful. Jaybird said, I adore this comment section, to be honest. You are also sweet and wise. I agree. Everybody be coming with, and occasionally we get the person who comes in here and, is random and not cool, but the mods be holding it down. So thank you, Heidi. Thank you so much for your super chat, baby. I appreciate you. You are so welcome. Heidi said, thank you for all you do. You are welcome. Katie Lynn also said, I finally felt how to let go and surrender. The ancestors are throwing a party and letting me know. Yes, they love the fact that they celebrate our wins. Moon Pumpkin is in the house. If y'all haven't gotten your Oracle Pogs yet, especially if you are into the holidays, and you celebrate that, you celebrate the Christmases and the Kwanzas and the Hanukkahs and all that, go get the mystical vintage people in your life some Oracle Pogs, okay? Moonpumpkin.com. Check them out, all right? Hey, itty bitty, good morning, family, they said. Yes, yes, yes. Nicole Doss said, yes, I love the community that I have found here with you all. And the captain, of course. Yeah, baby. Carlos said, I'm so proud of myself with how much strength I've shown these past couple of days. It's a time for me to pick myself up and look forward to heading that direction. Amen. Amen. Carlos, thank you, darling. Freaking Spake Fridays, baby. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes. Isabel said, I left a very toxic relationship and I'm working at gaining my light back. You got this, baby. And congratulations for escaping. Congratulations for escaping. Alrighty then, let us do some affirmations, baby. Repeat after me. I am balanced. 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 Now, this is a specific affirmation. If this applies to you, this applies to you. If it doesn't, just hold space, okay? Or you can create a variation of this that does apply to you. So repeat after me. I embrace my gray hair with grace. Now, as someone who is your favorite auntie uncle, I might not have hair on top of my head right now. I have hair in other places. It is very interesting where you can get gray hairs. And when I had hair on my head, I had a few gray hairs. And when I go back to growing hair on my head, we're not into ageism over here. We love it. Embrace yourself as you get older, okay? Repeat after me. I embrace my gray hairs with grace. 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 I remember the first time I saw gray hair down there, and I was like, well, isn't that interesting? I've got that wise, good. That's right. Come over here and learn you something, darling. Let me teach you the ways. Embrace it. There's nothing wrong with it. Let's do another affirmation. I attract money to me. I attract money to me. Now, remember, kids, over here, we don't subscribe to this idea that abundance and prosperity and money is the root of all evil. No, slave based capitalism is the root of all evil. Systems that exploit people, that's evil. Currency is a part of life, all right? And nothing is wrong with that. And as we look at the earth when it is uninterrupted, when we look at the Serengeti, when we look at the ocean, when we look at the jungle, those are abundant places when left alone. So we believe in abundance. Repeat after me. I attract money to 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 me. Eddie said, we're going to be hot elders, y'all. Yes, we are. Let me tell you something. I used to work in the old folks' home. I loved it. I was doing a lot of my death dueling there because, Alzheimer's, end of life things. But them was the freakiest people. And I was like, yes. And the administrators tried to be like, excuse me, you have to stop them if you catch them getting down. And I was like, no, you have to stop them if you catch them getting down. I'm not interrupting that. No. I'm a child of the love gods and the love goddesses. Who am I to interrupt a good time? You do it. I'm not. I'm going to come back. They're going to be done in 5 minutes anyway. You do it. I'm not doing that. You do that. You anger the love gods. I'm not. Y'all don't take them on enough field trips anyway. Maybe if you took them out on a field trip. I'm like, y'all don't. So I don't know what you want me to do. I'm going to go give Mr. Johnson his pudding and let Sharon and them handle their business. How do we even get on that subject? I don't even know. Y'all just take me off on tangents. We are moving on to the African goddess rising. And we do need to talk to the elders. Just use your protection, is all I'm going to say, because that's also on some other things, too. I used to be an educator, a schmex educator, in my youth. And you think STIs are on the rise with the youth. No, you got to watch the elders. So just do your things, use your protection. But have a good time. Let's move on to the African goddess rising deck. We have Sarah Lakali, which is all about divine lineage. You think you made it through all the hard times by yourself? Because you didn't. It's real easy to think you're alone. We just talked about this. The way we live now is the breakdown of the village, is the breakdown of strong units that were 20, 30 deep. That doesn't just apply physically. So many of us are separated from our lineages ancestrally and magically. We're here to remind you that your lineage is definitely your blood ancestors, but there are cultural ancestors that belong to you. Your lineage is deep, it is wide, it is true. You have people backing you up who are absolutely 1000% rooting for you. You think you survived those hard things and those hard times on your own. You think the grandmothers ain't been praying for you since before you were born. You think there ain't community aunties, uncles, for those of you who've been adopted. You don't think some of your adopted ancestors have your back? Because they do. In addition to that, just because you don't know your blood lineage ancestors doesn't mean that they don't know you. Doesn't mean that they're not walking with you. I know it's hard. You're not by yourself. You're not alone. Your people are here. And in a lot of cases, they just need you to reach out. The best ways is simply, authentically, and at first through prayer. Establishing the relationship on your end is important. This is why the cultures that have held on to our ancestor veneration, you have the first step already. The second, because the first step is just that simple prayer and that talking to of them. Look to your divine lineage for guidance. Look to your divine lineage for wisdom on how to do things, how not to do things. Look to your divine lineage for support because they are wanting to support you. Your divine lineage is made up of ancestors who definitely, the beloved, benevolent ancestors of your blood and of your chosen family. There are people who will sit on my ancestor altar. There was a young woman who we are not related by blood, but we are related by experience. We are related by recognition. She sits on my altar because she is my sister. And she is an integral part of my spiritual cord. You have a divine lineage backing you up that has your back. They are here to support you in your success. Lean into their wisdom. Lean into their protection. Lean into their wisdom. Lean into their protection. One of the first ways that you can honor your divine lineage is by taking care of yourself. One of the first ways that you can honor your divine lineage is by honoring you, honoring your needs, your wants, your desires. working within the privilege you have, working within the resources you have to take as best care of yourself as you possibly can. From big things to little things to things in between. Lex Hunter said, I didn't think about non-blood family being ancestors too. Baby, I'm going to tell you this, honey. This is why Black people have survived so much that we have survived. When you really look into the transatlantic slave trade and how thoroughly it was supposed to cut us off from everything, it didn't because of our years, hundreds of years, thousands of years worth of ancestral practice. We truly had each other's back in the flesh and on the other side. The ancestors of my adopted children became mine. Yeah. Non-blood ancestors are connected to you too. Experience also makes for a family. There are things that humans that happen to us that bond us as deep as that blood relation bonds us. You have a divine lineage. So when I come to you in the beginning and I say my lineage is 10,000 strong, I'm not lying to you. I'm in full knowledge of who has my back. Well, not full knowledge. I'm in good knowledge of who has my back. I continue to learn. The deeper I get into this, the more I'm like, oh, you're attached to me and you're attached to me. You have a divine lineage. Lean into that. You are not alone. They're here with you. They want you to lean into that. We have Kitesh, which is about sacred lust. Now, this gives me the opening to a subject I've been wanting to, Spirit has been edging me to talk about for a second. I always talk about the sacredness of your sexuality and how it is indeed most definitely connected to your spirituality. There is a sacredness and a spirituality to your lust, a sacredness and a sacredness to your sensuality. I say that to say the earth is falling down. And in response to war, in response to death, in response to a lot of these things that are happening, a very human and animalistic response is for the libido to rise. There's a lot of you who are looking at all the things that are going on and you feel very sensually stimulated. And it isn't because that the destruction is turning you on. It's a very human response. In response to all of the war and of the death, you are biologically wanting to make life or engage in the activity that makes life. This is a reminder that your lust in your spirituality is sacred. Pursue it as such. This is a reminder that sensuality and sexuality can be medicine. And originally, that's what it was. This is also a call into healing around that. So many of us are survivors. It's just time to do whatever next level of healing into that you need to do, be it big or small, okay? Jay Bird mentions when our animal cousins are stressed out, they turn to contact for comfort. Very natural, very sacred. That's exactly what it is. I can tell you that in this space, that's true for me too. And it's not because I'm not turned on by the destruction. It's a stress. This is a stressor. This is where we are being faced with looking at our own mortality through other people's mortality being taken from them. Like, it's a very animalistic thing to do. So go into it with that perspective, okay? So that you can use discernment, all right? There are people who are going to be taking advantage of that feeling in people. Every movement I have been saying for the last couple of years, like, beware of the Macadivists. Beware of the activists who capitalize on this feeling within people and they use it to move into movements. And some of these Macadivists, these are activists who, some of them are actually good at what they're doing, but they also exploit people sexually in addition to being good political leaders, some of these aren't good activists and they just exploit people. So this is on a lot of perspectives. It's good to just think about these things. Also, if you are feeling a rise in your libido, it's natural. Please do not judge yourself. And this is always an invitation into treating our sensuality and our sexuality as sacred and as spiritual. This does not mean you cannot have a good time. This does not mean that also sometimes sensuality and sexuality isn't sometimes just simply casual, and that's what it is. We have to remind ourselves though that in everything is has a degree of sacredness, even the casual. So it doesn't mean that like strong attachment needs to be attached to the casual, but even that experience is quite sacred, okay? I like Katesh because Katesh is, and I might be saying that wrong. Katesh got two husbands. That's the femme goddess. She got, she got her husband and she husband. I'm into that, honey. I'm polyamorous, honey. Yes, honey. Give me my two husbands and my wife. Okay, give me my, my two husbands are really my slave and my because we a dominatrix over for real. That's my slave and my wolf. Okay. Handler. But yeah, Katesh is about the sacredness of your sensuality. And with that sacredness, remember that healing is a part of this. Okay. Healing is a part of this. Okay. So heal. Wherever you're being called to heal around sensuality and sexuality, do so. Be you a survivor or not, we are in a society that has misplaced and has taught us to misuse sexuality and sensuality. And a lot of how we operate within that works against our nature. And I'm not even talking about like people's sexual orientation. That has nothing to do with it. Like we are working against our nature in that the way we use it to exploit, the way we are so disconnected from ourselves and our bodies, the way, what is that quote like? Everything is about sex, but sex is about power. That even like we are disconnected from that act and like we are just, it's not okay. So apply some healing into that space, okay? And also don't be ashamed if you feel in some type of way, okay? Don't be ashamed if like you're like, what the hell is going on? Why do I feel this? Like it's a natural thing. Okay, there's a lot going on. There's just a lot going on right now. All right. All right. So, let me see. Let me check in with these comments. William said, I've been doing some research into history of monogamy and decolonizing that construct. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, keep going in that. I've been doing that for a minute, and that is life-saving work right there. Let me see. Dinah 801 said undoing that training is an uphill battle at best. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It is. Oh, thank you, Ladybug. Janelle Monae, everything is sex and sex is about power. Power is about sex. So ask yourself, who is screwing you? Yep, I love Janelle Monae. I love Janelle Monae so much. All right, let's check in with these comments. Thank you so much for your tuning in. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Share this where you need to. Cash App is LadySpeech, Venmo LadySpeech Sankofa, PayPal LadySpeech Sankofa at gmail.com. Repeat after me. I am the co-creator of my reality. 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 I am a powerful creator. Okay, affirmation box. Deacon. The deacon has its own points. Do y'all notice that there are days where I'll be like, okay, theme. I am a powerful creator. I create the life I want. I am a powerful creator. I create the life I want. I am a powerful creator. I create the life I want. I am a powerful creator. I create the life I want. I am a powerful creator. I create the life I want. I'm a powerful creator. I create the life I want. I also be feeling hella personally attacked by the affirmation box, because I be working on things in my own life and be talking about it out loud, and then sometimes the affirmations be very specific and I be like, you really did not have to come from my soul like that. And it be messed up because y'all don't be knowing what's going on like that deeply personal, and I just be like, I know that wouldn't be for me. The deacon. We love the deacon. We're in a cult. Anyway, the Emperor said, you've been a guiding light in my darkest moments. Thank you, my dear. I'm just happy to be here. I'm happy that I can serve this purpose and walk this path. Oh, yes, my loves. I'm so thankful for y'all. I am so thankful for all of you. We are gonna get into the new deck, baby. The new deck, baby. The new deck, baby. So this is the Earth and Bone deck. Okay, this is the book. I'm going to read you the affirmation first. The affirmation that goes along with this card, this is the key card. So this is about inner calling, clarity, and intention. So the affirmation says, I trust that the universe is supporting me. I accept that everything is working out the way it should. Feel free to repeat this after me, any parts of it, all parts of it, but we're going to read this again. I trust that the universe is supporting me. I accept that everything is working out the way it should. I trust that the universe is supporting me. I accept that everything is working out the way it should. I trust that the universe is supporting me. I accept that everything is working out the way it should. Inner calling, clarity, intention. You are being called to be present in yourself, in your life. You are being called to understand that it's time to get quiet. You must listen. You must listen to your heart. You must listen to your spirit. You must listen to your soul. And then you must dare to follow what you heard. We began with the Ace of Swords, clarity. Once you are being told clearly what the next step should be, what they could be, once you understand what you want and what is your desire, hesitation will be the death of your dreams, your goals, and your desires if you don't act on it when they tell you to. You're going to spend some time listening. And when you hear what you hear, you better act on what you hear. You're going to spend some time quiet. When you see what you see, you better act on what you see. Spirit is about to get very clear about a lot of directions in your life, from love life to business to revolution, all types of things. A big part of this, though, is you listening to your inner desires, your inner wants. Quit lying about what you want, what you need, what you require. And also quit lying about the work you need to put in to match that. Once you figure it out, you need to throw your whole self in it. That's that intention part. You need to put your whole self in it. You need to put your whole self in it. You want it to work, you're going to have to put your whole self in it. You're going to have to show up not even knee deep, not even waist deep, not even chest deep, not even chin deep, not even nose deep, not even forehead deep. You're going to need to be head deep in it, honey. You have to show up with everything. But watch good things happen. What was that affirmation? Universe got my back. What was it? Let me look it up again because I shut the book. Yeah. I trust that the universe is supporting me. I accept that everything is working as it should. Universe got your back. Universe got your back. Let's go into 38 pack. I really do like in these readings. I don't even be planning it that way. The spirits just are always in control. I'm just a vessel and a channel. You know, we started out with the Modern Goddess Tarot. Go back and review the video when it's posted. The Ace of Swords, and then this hit on the Ace of Swords. What do we go with? The Three of Pentacles that was reversed because we need to work on our teamwork, makes the dream work, and community. What are we talking about now? The pack. Let me go on and read this affirmation. Feel free to repeat after me. Or write it down, because I know some of y'all write these down and add it to your own affirmation box. Mini captains, baby captains. I love the fact that y'all are just... Baby captains are being spawned all over the place. Not baby captains, but baby affirmation boxes. Baby deacons. Baby deacons. I love it. Oh, kind of. Some of y'all are baby captains. I love that for you. I love that for you. Affirmation. I acknowledge that the way through transformation is love. My body, mind, and spirit are in complete balance. I acknowledge that the way through transformation is love. My body, mind, and spirit are in complete balance. I acknowledge that the way through my transformation is love. My body, mind, and spirit is in complete balance. I acknowledge that the way through my transformation is love. My body, mind, and spirit are in complete balance. The pack, inner work, deep connection, soul tribe. You aren't about to do this life on your own and by yourself. Nah. We're not about to create a new world where everybody is isolated. No. We're going to make it and we're going to rebuild it together, or we're going to perish together. Do you see how the end of this is together? We're going to be together whether you like it or not. Oh, you will be your brother's keeper whether you like it or not. You'll do it here or you'll do it in the afterlife. You will be your sister's keeper one way or another. You will be your sibling's keeper one way or another. I suggest we put in the work to try to do it in this realm, on this side of life. Listening, being able to listen to yourself and listen to others. Being able to be there. A lot of you have experienced this last 3 years, the complete breakdown of your tribe and of your family and of your everything. Good for you, because this is an opportunity to build a better pack, to be better in the pack and for the pack, and to build a better pack around you. This isn't an invitation to get isolated. This isn't an invitation to retreat. You're not going to make it by yourself. Because as you have learned who wasn't true in your pack before, what you also should have learned is how you are destructive. Because wasn't none of us scot-free. Beware of the person who can't ever call how they were dirty in the relationship. Even when... I'll tell you this, even when there's times when I've been in relationships where I have been the victim, I'm thinking of a particular friendship when she was a con artist from the beginning. And so, yeah, 90%, 99% of that relationship failing, I would say 95, that's on her, because she came in con artisting, and the whole community actually ended up seeing her this past year. Earlier this year, some things went down and she got exposed on a level like that exposed her to everyone, and we all discovered, oh wait, some of us knew she was a con artist, but like we all discovered we didn't even know how deep the rabbit hole goes. That's on her. There is a 5% of that's on me though, and that was me and my codependency, and like me and not going down the rabbit hole with how much I trusted her, and there were red flags going off that I just chose to ignore. Oh, I take responsibility for that. So this last year should have been, yeah, a lot of you have been experiencing a breakdown in your community and saw how everybody else was problematic, and you also should have seen how you are, because ain't nobody scot-free in this situation. Because I'm going to tell you this, this last couple of years, I've worked so hard on my codependency, and especially now that I look back at that old relationship, I'm like, baby, that even never would have happened had I been about my codependency, had I been confronting that then. So I don't judge myself, but it's an example I use moving forward so I can continue to gain the peace in my life that I deserve. Okay, we gotta relearn how to be village. We have to relearn how to be held accountable. We have to relearn how to understand when we're wrong and to hold ourselves accountable before other people can, to have practice a level of self-awareness. And even when others see us before we see ourselves, to be able to trust that they are seeing something true and understand that them holding us accountable doesn't mean that we are trash human beings completely, but we are being a trash human being to them. We got to work on listening again to ourselves so that we can listen to others without judgment. Because community is about being able to be your good, your bad, and the ugly. Baby, I just got into a tiff with one of my greatest friends. She hurt my feelings. I would still push all y'all off the cliff for her. We were able to get into it because that's that Libra Aries energy. I can't stay away from Aries, and Aries can't stay away from me. It's that Libra Aries energy, and we fucking went like that. And but we were able to talk about it. We were able to talk through it. We were able to be there for each other. We can be our ugliest selves and understand that we are accepted here. I always joke around with her that I am a complete a-hole. She knows the depth of how much of an a-hole I am. That whole she knows that, and we always joke around, and it's funny and it's great. But she can be her filthiest, ugliest, craziest, wildest self, our full self around me, and I can do the same thing with her. And we gonna sit there without judgment, and well, actually, we have friend judgment for each other. We might judge each other, but we still gonna be like, I love you. I'm judging you, but I love you. So you need that. You need the pack. But also, a lot of you can't get that because you ain't doing that with yourself. A lot of you you can't get people who can see you and will accept all of you because you haven't accepted yourself. You know, RuPaul back in the day, he made, especially with his first talk show, he made that statement popular. How the hell, if you don't love yourself, how the hell you gonna love someone else? And I think that, and as we have grown, that isn't true, because you not being able to love yourself, I've watched people be able to love other people. However, you loving yourself enhances the way you love other people, and it makes it better, okay? But a step further than that, how you expect others to accept all parts of you when you don't do that for yourself? When you don't accept the nasty parts of you. As someone who is gender fluid, as someone who has friends and people I consider family and who has had lovers and partners who have been trans, I can 1000% look y'all in the face and say I'm transphobic. I can say I'm anti-black as a black person. As someone who is in the fat community, I can say I'm a small fat. Let's clarify. I always like to clarify that I have some privilege here, and I don't like to speak over bigger fats. I'm part of the fat community and I'm fat phobic. I've accepted these things about myself, and because I've accepted these things, I work on them daily. I work on them whenever the problematic parts of that begin to show. I work on them. I've accepted this about myself. The people in my life accept all of the beautiful parts of me and the shadow parts of me. And because they've accepted all of this, when the shadow parts, because not all the shadow is not great, but when the not so great parts of the shadow come out, I can be held accountable, and there are learning experiences that will happen. I am able to learn from my mistakes, and I am able to ascend and grow. A big part of having a pack Accept yourself, accept the great, accept the bad, accept all of it. You can't grow, you can't heal, you can't move forward without that. One of my mentors has been over 30 years sober from alcohol. And one of the biggest reasons why is because they accept that they're an alcoholic. When you meet them, that is one of the first things you end up learning about them. It's not the first thing, but you learn that, and they're honest because that keeps everybody in their world honest. They're accountable to everybody in their world about this. Haven't touched a drink in over 30 years. But it's because they've accepted that this is a part of themselves is true, and it'll always be true. So they're always working on it. I accept this part about her. So you best believe I'm going to support her in any way possible. And because I accept this part about her, I guard that part of her just as fiercely as she guards it. And I'm never going to put her knowingly in a position where she's compromised or she got to fight for that. I'm going to protect that because we are tribe. We are peoples. I love her. I accept and I think I think she hangs the moon. She is so beautiful to me. She's so amazing. I learned so much from her, and I follow her leadership with pride. You can't tell me nothing about her because she tells me everything about herself. So you can't. I don't care who does not like her. I don't care who does. I love her. She's my mentee. She's my mentor. Like, and because she accepts herself, like, she's opened up the door for me and everybody else to do it. So it is what it is. So yeah, inner work, deep soul connection, soul tribe. This is what we're working on, guys. And we're going to do it by working on ourselves. We're going to do it by showing up better for ourselves, okay? Because we're all we got in the end. We are all we got in the end. We are all we got in the end. Moon Pumpkin said being accountable out loud helps you be accountable. It does. It really, really does. Butter the Garage Cat said, make me proud to celebrate my sobriety. The last drink was a very sad day, but I have a reason to be proud of myself going forward. Congratulations on your sobriety, Butter the Garage Cat. Yes, you got this, my dear. And it is literally one step, one breath, one moment, one day at a time. Itty said, I'm trying to learn to moderate my drinking still. I've made some progress in that, but I still just hold a special space for alcohol as a friend and a healer when it's a trick spirit for me. And that is very beautiful. The fact that you've stated that publicly, the fact that you are honing in on this. Congratulations first, Itty, on the fact that you found some success in this. You are moving towards your goal. Continue to celebrate your wins and continue to be honest and present in this journey because that's what it takes to get there, babe. That's what it takes to get there. One step, one moment, one breath at a time. All righty then. All right, here goes the affirmation box, echoing what we just said. This is a quote by George MacDonald. To be trusted is a greater compliment than to be loved. We were just talking about community. And a big part of community is to be trusted. When someone trusts you with their woundedness, when someone trusts you with their ugly, when someone trusts you, even with my friends, like us getting into it, it can be tiffy. It can get tense. And to trust me, not to take that and make it into something else or to escalate that, that's a lot. So to be trusted is a greater compliment to be loved. And oftentimes when we talk about building community, we do speak about it to how people are to us, but also it's important to understand that who are we in community? How are we showing up in community? So to be trusted is a greater compliment than to be loved. To be trusted is a greater compliment than to be loved. To be trusted is a greater compliment than to be loved. To be trusted is a greater compliment than to be loved. To be trusted is a greater compliment than to be loved. All right, this is one of those affirmations. I just want you to sit and listen, okay? To the soul reading this or hearing this, I know you're tired, you're fed up, you're close to breaking, but there is strength within you. Even when you feel weak, keep fighting. I know you're tired, fed up, you're close to breaking, but there's strength within you. Even when you feel weak, keep fighting. I know you're tired, fed up, you're close to breaking, but there is strength within you. Even when you feel weak, keep fighting. I know you're tired, fed up, you're close to breaking, but there's strength within you. Even when you feel weak, keep fighting. All right, let's do another affirmation. Again, this is a specific affirmation. If this does not apply to you, I'm going to give you a moderation, all right? If this applies to you, you're going to say, my trans body is beautiful. If you feel comfortable and safe. Say it inside of yourself. Say it in the comments. Say it however. And if you're not trans, you're going to say, trans bodies are beautiful. I'm going to oscillate between both of these, okay? Repeat after me. My trans body is beautiful. Trans bodies are beautiful. My trans body is beautiful. Trans bodies are beautiful. My trans body is beautiful. Trans bodies are beautiful. My trans body is beautiful. Trans bodies are beautiful. My trans body is beautiful. Trans bodies are beautiful. And Eddie said, I specify this every time. All trans bodies are beautiful. Exactly. My trans body is beautiful. All trans bodies are beautiful. My trans body is beautiful. All trans bodies is beautiful. I want to remind you too that trans bodies and trans people don't know you passing. So you will meet trans people who pass and you don't know. I lost a few people on that one. And you will meet people who don't pass according to whoever's standards. Nobody owes you anything. You don't owe anybody anything. All right? All right. Let us move into the last deck. We're moving into the Angels and Ancestors deck. Stargazer, set your sights higher. A couple meanings for this card. You ain't dreaming big enough. You ain't thinking big enough. You ain't thinking wide enough. You ain't dreaming big enough. For others, this message is, it's time for you to connect to the higher forces. It's time for you to connect to the other parts of your spiritual court that live and dwell within the cosmos. It's time for you to spiritually reach for and towards the stars. Let's go back. You ain't dreaming big enough. You ain't dreaming big enough. For some of you, it's time to dream bigger in regards to your business. For some of you, this applies to you're not dreaming big enough in regards to your impact on this planet. For some of you, you're not dreaming big enough in regards to what it is that you came here to do. For some of you, you're not dreaming big enough when it comes to your own pleasure, your own desires. It's time to really set your gaze, set your goal towards the stars. Stop shortchanging yourself. Stop playing yourself. It's time to reach towards the stars. For some of you, you're not working hard enough. You're half-assing. You're only giving a little bit to these dreams and these goals, and that's why you're not going as hard as you need to go. It's time to think bigger, dream bigger, understand that you have a bigger impact on this planet. It's just time. For some of you, it's time to really start to fortify a deeper connection from your end to your cosmic relatives. It's time for a deeper dedication. For a lot of us, there's a deepening to our practice. I know that I'm in that space. Everything that I have done before has been beautiful. It has been wonderful. And I am in no judgment of it at all. It got me exactly to this place here that I am at. And I'm thankful for it. But I recognize that it's time. It's time for me to shift. It's time for me to grow. And I'm ready. And I'm prepared. So much about my practice has advanced. And it's time for it to be reflected outwardly as well as inwardly. It's a time of expansion. When we talked earlier of clarity, we also are speaking to that spiritual clarity. People have been throwing around the grand awakening. That is very much happening, though. That's not, it's cliche, but it's cliche for a reason. It is because there is a waking up that is going on. It is a time of leaning into that. It is a time of leaning into that. For some of you, you've been spending the last 3 years being torn down. For most of us, actually, we've been ripped apart. For all of us, actually, we've been ripped apart. And we are now standing at the precipice where some of us are emerging from that, and our visions is getting clear. And we're starting to see how big we are. We're starting to check out how expansive we are. These are new bodies. These are new spiritual bodies. And for some of us, it's new physical bodies. It's a whole new space and a whole new world. You are far bigger than you were before this transition, before this transformation. It's a time to start conceptualizing how big you are. That's what this winter is going to be. Lots of introspection, lots of clarity, lots of inner work. And a lot of this work is just you understanding what your wingspan is now. Whereas before, your wingspan was about 6 feet. You're starting to see that your wingspan is going to be 16 feet. You are expanding and growing and becoming. It's time to act accordingly. Oh my God, Christy, thank you for your super chat. I appreciate you. Moon Pumpkin, trans bodies are beautiful, baby. Thank you for your super chat. I appreciate you. Priestess Shakti, Therapist, thank you for your super chat. I appreciate you. Yeah. Lighthouse Massage said, we are in the process of unlearning societal teachings that we are small, that we are less, that we are powerless. That's right. We are unlearning it. Olivia, good to see you back. Good to see you back, baby. Good to see you back. All right. Last but not least, the White Witch, be the light. It is time for you to move into your purpose with joy, with love, with intention, with clarity and expansiveness. You have been stripped of so many people in your personal world who don't align with that. This card is not about avoiding conflict to the point where you are ignoring what is blatantly wrong because you don't want to stir trouble. That ain't being the light. Being neutral in situations where there is clearly an oppressive nature, side you with the oppressor. Being the light means that in the frivolous ways, we are choosing our battles. Being the light means we are being very careful about who we take into our heart, who we take into our personal circles. We have a job to do. We have joy to pursue. We have healing to pursue, because that's what we need to build the new world in. And we need to be careful as hell who is in our inner circle. As we are building community, we are building with community with we can have proper conflict with. You are building community. You ain't building community with people you can't fight with. No, you are building community with people you can get into them tense conversations with, who you can be held accountable to and for and with and by, and who you can do the same thing to as well. Being the light means that we are pursuing these things that uplift us, that pour into us. Choosing our battles wisely so that we can win these wars. Knowing when to walk away, knowing when to exit someone stage left all the way out of our life. Watching who we keep the company with. Being the light, the white witch is also, when we take a look at this card, this person is in their hopeful maidenhood. And this is referencing that maiden, mother, crone energy, and that beautiful triad, and that maiden part of it, that youthful aspect of it, represents that hope. We must move into building this new world with that hopefulness of youth. No matter if we're in the mother aspect of life, if we're in the crone aspect of life, no matter where we are, remember the hopefulness of children. We must move forward in building a new life for ourselves and a new world on this planet in that space now. This doesn't mean we don't listen to our elders and to the experience of those who have gone before us. It doesn't. All righty then. Thank you so much, Gloria Day. We got them. Appreciate you. It doesn't mean that we don't listen to our elders, but this maid energy is about listening to the guidance that has come before us, and it is about listening to our own instincts as well, for we have our own wisdom. That can be trusted. The wisdom in our bones can be trusted. The wisdom in our bones can be trusted. We need to start trusting it and move accordingly. All right. This is another affirmation I just want you to listen to because it's kind of a longer one. Take your time healing as long as you want. Nobody else knows what you've been through. How could they know how long it will take you to heal? This is why I always say that healing is a lifestyle. It is a journey. It's not a destination. There are parts of your healing journey that you will arrive at, but we live in a world that has consistently it's set up to traumatize us. And even if this world were to turn really balanced ASAP, we have a history behind us that is going to require generations to heal from. Healing is a lifestyle. It's a journey. It's not a destination. So take your time, one step at a time. Take your time healing as long as you want. Nobody else knows what you've been through. How could they know how long it will take you to heal? Take your time healing as long as you want. Nobody else knows what you've been through. How could they know how long it will take you to heal? Take your time healing as long as you want. Nobody else knows what you've been through. How could they know how long it will take you to heal? Boo-doo, boo, boo-doo, boo. I am not the prisoner of my past and live only in the moment. That way I enjoy life to the fullest. I am not the prisoner of my past and live only in the moment. That way I enjoy life to the fullest. I am not a prisoner of my past and live only in the moment. That way, I enjoy life to the fullest. Let's just say the first part together. I am not a prisoner of my past. 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 Let's do the second one together. I live in the moment. 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 Repeat after me. Healing is hard. Staying wounded is harder. 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 Well, thank you so much. Your first super chat on live. Thank you for your generosity, Nicole. I appreciate you. Nicole said, thank you for your medicine and community. You are so very welcome. You are so, so very welcome. I appreciate and love you all. Well, that's that on that. Cash App is LadySpeech, Venmo, LadySpeech, Sankofa, PayPal, LadySpeech, Sankofa at gmail.com. Always feel appreciative or empowered to show your appreciation through financial contribution. I love every single super chat, super sticker, everything. I appreciate you so very much. I want to remind you that in the description box, you will find the cards that were used today. You're also going to find my link tree, which houses every single app that I am on officially. Please beware that there are scammers. I am not yet back on Instagram, but I will be when I am. That link will be active through that as well, okay? My P.O. box, my current P.O. box will also be in that description box also, okay? All right. Okay. Ladybug said, are you opening up reading appointments soon? I keep refreshing Big Liz Conjur's website. I will, and that information will be on my link tree as well. So yes, we're gonna get back to readings, to workshops, to all of that stuff soon, okay? All right, you good people. I love you so much. I appreciate you. It is now time for me to say goodbye. Some of you actually who are in this reading will be attending the grief ritual that I am facilitating with my good friend Piper Rose. This grief ritual is taking place online. It is going to be 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Yes, I'm on Eastern Standard Time right now. Actually, neither of us are on Mountain Standard Time, but we have set it for 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, okay? So this grief ritual is something that Piper and I are committed to sharing in person. We did the first one in Colorado a few weeks ago. We're going to continue that. We have plans to tour it in person, but we also are going to make it, we always had plans to do this online as well. So we will continue to offer this on a regular basis. This is open to all people, okay? But I do have some specific grief, ancestral grief rituals that I am going to be offering that are exclusively for the children of the diaspora, the Black diaspora. So, because we're going to be working on the enslaved ancestors and doing some ritualistic grief work around that. So that is going to be closed. And then I also will be facilitating one for BIPOC, and it'll be specific ancestral healing. So there is stuff that I will have that is open to everyone. And then I will have some specific things that we've got going on. And interestingly enough, I also have a a grieving space that for the white folks as well, because my Scottish ancestors were like, oh no, we want you to facilitate something for them exclusively. So believe it or not, I got something exclusively for y'all. So stay tuned. I've got a lot of great things coming down the hatch. Also, I know that I've mentioned it before. We've talked about mentorship. I have not forgotten about that, okay? As well as I've got some other online events. So I'm 1 month away from being able to launch all of that. I was working out my payment system because I did not want you guys randomly sending me cash apps to pay for your stuff and keeping track of that. But we've landed on something, and I'm quite satisfied and excited. So literally in December, I will be announcing the pathway to mentorship. Okay. As well as I'll be announcing some other really exciting online events and things of that nature. So stay tuned. Watch that link tree, guys, because things are going to be going up on there. Also, we're officially launching adult story time. Yeah, that's officially going down in December. I've been threatening that for a while. We're finally ready to do that. So adult story time, just watch the link tree. Just watch the link tree. Just watch the link tree. I see you guys are hooking up on Discord and everything like right there. So I was trying to give y'all some time to get everything all done and all that. So there will be, yeah, there will be 4 paths to, mentorship. There will be a few things. I'll definitely be opening up some one-on-one sessions, so some one and done sessions. So there will be that. So for the folks who aren't going to be able to be with me, or sometimes you just need a little session. That's it. You don't need a lot. You just need like an hour and a half, 2 hours, and that's it. So I will have that. And then there are also 3 tracks that I have that are 6 to 8 weeks long. And one is focused in spirituality. One is focused in self-empowerment. And I can forget what the other one is focused on. I forgot. Oh, that one is motivation. So all of that will be coming down the hatch very, very soon. Okay. So yeah, my Scottish ancestors are very active. I've got other white ancestors, because the transatlantic slave trade. But it is the Scottish ancestors that are hella active. They be mad as hell. They're actually very pissed at colonization. They're very mad at colonization, and they're very mad at other white people for not like doing things about it. They be cussing all the time inside of me. I can hear them. They're so angry. They're good people. They're very good people. Especially it's the grandmas that be talking to me the most. I do have a couple of them old ass Scottish dudes that be saying stuff, but it's mostly the grandmas. It's mostly them. Like they rowdy as hell. I love it. Anyway. It's gonna be a good time. Lots of good things coming down the hatch. Make sure you guys take care of yourself. Make sure you guys do what you have to do. Drink your waters, your teas, your coffees. Hydrate yourself. Eat some good food. And I'm going to see you guys soon. The November schedule for my live is going to go up in the next 24 hours. I will be hitting off. Y'all will get your full moon readings. You will get your new moon readings, all of that. So I'll hit you with that schedule in the next 24 hours. Okay? I love you all. Thank you so much. Don't forget to like and share and subscribe and do all the things. And God, Goddess, ancestors, Loa, Orisha, spirit guides, deities willing. I will see you all in the next video. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Peace. Bye.